In the last couple of months, you have had your world turned upside down. Some of your plans have gone up in smoke. You may be facing unprecedented challenges. If you're lucky, these challenges may not be harder than deciding what to watch on Netflix now you've seen Tiger King thrice. You may be supporting your family, who may have no work or school. You may be alone or lonely, adjusting to a life of isolation. You may be providing care to the vulnerable in your community. You may be scared, seeing the figures go up on the news every day. You may be grieving, having lost someone very dear to you, denied the chance of a proper funeral. The point is, we will not forget the time that the coronavirus overturned our lives. We can be afraid of change, and for good reason. Not all change is welcome. None of us was filled with elation when we were told not to leave our homes. We may seek to avoid change because we are comfortable as we are, afraid of rocking the boat of life that most of us try to steady. There is reassurance in the familiar. The life of a Roman centurion involved little change. It was all about routine. In the case of the centurion mentioned in Matthew 27, his life would have consisted in overseeing the same tasks over and over again. Detaining the condemned, forcing them to carry their cross to the place of execution, nailing them up, and ensuring they were all dead. That centurion likely carried out these duties with a detached professionalism. He would have seen hundreds or maybe thousands of crucifixions. His mind did not dwell on the individuals concerned. There was little different about the lunatic handed to the centurion who thought he was the Son of God. He was another rabble-rouser like so many before. He was mad, so he was fair game for some abuse, a purple robe, a crown of thorns. But really, he was just another wretch to be sent off to die. The day of that particular batch of crucifixions would have started like any other day for that centurion. He did not expect his life to be turned upside down that day, but it was. When this man died, he did not go quietly. The temple curtain tore in two, the earth shook, the rocks split, the tombs were opened. The centurion was terrified, and all his legionaries with him. And it was in awe and dread that what he thought he knew was upended. This man was not mad, nor man alone. Truly, he cried, this man was the Son of God. We're not told what happened to the centurion after that fateful day, but if he was anything like St. Peter, who cried, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God," his life would have been radically transformed. But the real change was yet to come. Imagine how the centurion must have felt when he found out that the Son of God he had crucified was not dead, but had risen in glory to bring about the greatest change in the history of mankind, conquering the grave and opening the door to everlasting life. The centurion, and the many other Gentiles who followed him, may have been content with their lives having no knowledge of Christ. The centurion had abused and crucified him. But having seen the extraordinary manner of Jesus' death, whether he wanted it or not, he recognized the one with the power to turn hearts and save souls, truly the Son of God. It can be hard to appreciate how life-changing faith in Christ is. The message of the cross, one of infinite love and radical hope, may seem too remote to hold any practical sway in our lives. Especially in times of tribulation, as now, our focus may be on the worldly. But the cry of the centurion is relevant to us now, because it reminds us that though God may at times seem distant, he can still transform our lives in ways we never imagined. Worldly worries, no matter how painful, will pass away. The coronavirus will end. Social distancing will end. Life will return to normal one day. But the love of God will never end. And once you come to Christ, life may never be the same again.